default. What about now? Am I audible to you guys? And can you guys see my screen as well? Hey, good evening, Abhishek. Good evening, Krishna. Good evening, Sneha. Hey, guys. So let me know if I'm audible. Okay, because I'm in a different place and I don't have my usual setup, and the software is behaving pretty weird. So I really want to know if I'm properly audible to you guys or not. Um, hello, guys. Hey, guys. Let me just drop an update for all. Good evening, Teja. Hey, let me just drop an update to people. Okay, I dropped an update. All right, great. Thank you, Shailesh. Okay, cool. I'm audible. I thought like I'm not audible or something. So, hey, Furkan. Good evening. How are you all doing? How was your Friday actually? It's kind of a weekend though, and like, how was your day? Were you able to like get things done, like whatever you planned for throughout the day? Hi, Rosni. Hey, good evening. Were you guys able to like what did you work on today? Something like something that's very interesting or challenging? Oh yeah, so yesterday I went to an event. So I came back in time though, but the thing is I didn't actually sleep the other day. So the whole day I didn't actually sleep. I just slept for 1 hour. So that's the reason I was not able to take the session. I was actually asleep. So I can't. Okay, guys, cool. I'll just send you an apology letter. Okay, in the group. Hope you guys don't leave for that. Just for that apology letter. So that's really sorry for that. Good evening, Vishnu. All right. Cool. We'll just wait for another 2 minutes and then we'll get started. And hope my voice is properly audible to you guys, or else let me know. Okay. Again, as I said, I don't have my usual setup. I'm in a different place today, so let me know. Okay. Cool. We'll just wait for like 2 minutes. We'll get started at 7:08. Okay. Although I hope you guys were able to like get the what do you say the Tailwind setup properly, because Tailwind is very like it doesn't work well with React initially. Like you have to, it's not like it doesn't work at all. It's like the setup takes a bit of time. Like sometimes it works, sometimes it just crashes. If you don't set up it properly and keep an eye on it, sometimes it might not work. So I hope everybody had this everybody were able to set up the Tailwind properly, and you guys were able to get the nav bar. I hope you guys were able to get the nav bar ready. Okay, so today we'll just focus on, first thing is today we'll focus on what we're building. Of course, we're building developer portfolio, but we'll focus on what are sections we're building. Okay, because that's important. Okay, so we'll focus on what are the things that we're building and why we're building them. Okay, because what is necessary, but also why is also necessary, right? So we'll focus on what are we building today and also why are we building those things, only those things. Okay, let's try to cut down all the unnecessary stuff then that we see in portfolios. Let's only keep the important stuff. Okay, so let's get started, guys. So let me just, I'll just pull up the chat on my mobile phone because I don't have another monitor today. So give me a sec. Okay, I have the chat on my mobile here. So I'll keep an eye on the chat. Okay, other than that, so let's get started. Okay, so heads up, guys, a simple heads up, I'll be using my default editor. I usually use WebStorm for all my work, so I'll be using that because I have all the necessary, because for me to work I need a couple of setups, so everything is done here. So if you guys are using VS Code, Sublime, Autumn, anything you want, that's perfectly fine. Okay, do not think like I need to use WebStorm now, or don't try to install WebStorm and then spend your time on that. Even if you're using Notepad, that's more than enough. Just use whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, so I'll just zoom in a little bit so that you guys can see the code properly. All right, So this should be it, I guess. Yeah, and 18. Okay, this should be fine. Okay, hope you guys can see all the code. Can you guys confirm? Can you guys see the code as well as the folders next to it on the left side? Is these things properly visible for you guys? Okay. Good evening, Aditya. All right, so let me just start. Okay, the server is already up. You can run npm start or yarn start, whatever you guys are using. Just run it. The localhost 3000 will be up. So let's go to localhost 3000, and you can see I already have my portfolio up and running here. Okay, and don't mind about the color switch. Sometimes my browser behaves weirdly. It just switches the color. Don't worry about it. It's just issue with my browser. Okay, so if I just refresh a couple of times, it should work. All right, cool. Okay, so yesterday you guys were done with navbar, right? So today what we'll be doing is, let me close all the tabs. Okay, so today what we'll be doing is we'll be doing a layout. I have a diagram of my layout here. I'll just draw those layouts for you guys here, and we'll just do it. Yeah, again, hope you guys had a good time with this video re-renders in React. I dropped it Wednesday night. I just explained the importance of thinking about React. Okay, it's not only about just straight away building applications in React. You have to think before building it in React. So I have went through a couple of concepts that as a React developer, no matter if you're experienced or getting started, you should keep in mind. So hope you guys had a good time like with that video. Hope you guys have got a chance to watch it. Okay, so coming back to this video session right now. So let's just build a portfolio in this way. So first we'll have a section that is called hero section, where we'll have our picture here, and then a couple of text. That text will be very very minimal. Okay, the text will be really minimal. We'll have, let me just silent this thing. Yeah, right, we'll just keep it very minimal. Okay, the thing is, think about portfolio, right? Portfolio is not something that you according to me, right, I'm talking about developer portfolio, not a designs portfolio. Okay, if you're a designer, you have to keep it very creative. If you're a developer, keep it very minimal. Okay, just put out the information that people want to see. Okay, do not just wait them to scroll your website to see those information. Okay, so what I would say is, keep it very simple. So we'll just say hero, we'll just say hey, and then we'll have our name, and then where are you from. Like, if you're from Bangalore, Mumbai, or maybe from other countries, whatever. Like, in our example, we'll say hey, Pawan here from India. Okay, and then we'll have some social links here that people can click to follow us on social media. Okay, and the next section we'll have is skills. So again, you'd usually see that next section would be like about me, right? And then people will talk about their hobbies, how they like to play games, how they like to sing a song, and all those things. That's fine, totally fine. But think about in a recruiter point of view. Okay, if a recruiter is coming to hire you, and if they want to see your portfolio, they want to see what you're good with, what you're working on, what's your experience. They won't want to see whether you can sing or dance or like swim or something, right? It's fine if you want to keep it at the end. Okay, because the important stuff should be at the top, so that they can immediately, I mean, they can catch the recruiter's eye immediately. Okay, so that's the reason we'll keep the next section as skills. So here we'll say skills, and then we'll have some of the logos. Along with that, we'll have a name as well. Okay, because some logos might not have names. So we'll say React, and then React logo and React text, HTML logo, HTML text, something like this. Okay, all right. Come on, man. There is this guy spamming in the chat. Where do these guys even come from? We'll report him. Spam. Guys, Shritan or Dave, you guys are on the call. Can you just report? Can you just moderate the chat? These guys are spamming. All right. Okay. So cool. So the next session would be about projects. So what you guys build, what you guys build at. So we'll just keep the next session as projects. And here I've actually seen many people usually using cards, very big cards to showcase their projects. Like this, like a very big cards, right? Something like this. So that's fine, but I would suggest don't do that. The reason is when you put up a card, right? Someone has to click on it, again go to another page, read about it, and then like basically watch the project. Usually, when recruiters come to your portfolio, they don't want to read details about your project. They just want to see the thing what you built. They want to see the output, like what you built. Because sometimes they might be judging you based on like how good you are with the UI, how good you are with the designs, or if it's a backend code, they want to see the code. Okay, if for example, if a developer who's going to take your interview comes to your portfolio, they want to see how well you code. They don't want to see what is your problem statement of the project. They want to see what are the things, of course they want to see what you used, and they will understand if they see your GitHub code. Okay, GitHub will structure everything. If you're using Redis, if you're using anything, GitHub will show them that you're using Redis. Okay, so it's best to keep it very minimal. Keep the links that they need. Okay, the demo link and the GitHub link right at the fingertip. So that's the reason we'll be using tables for this. Okay, so we'll create a table, okay, that has the name of the project, okay, and then that has like the timeline that you took, like 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. We don't need the date or specific date, we just need the duration. Okay, if you build it on Jan 21, I won't actually mind that. If you say I took 1 month to build it, that's what we appreciate. Okay, so we'll keep it duration here, and then if you collaborated or not. Okay, whether you did it alone, or you can just mention it as a college project or freelance project or collaborative project or anything here. Okay, and then a demo link and then a GitHub link. We'll keep it this section. So this will be our project. Okay, our project tables. Come on. All right, I hope this chat is gone here. Okay, cool. You guys got it right. Any doubts up till now, let me know. Okay, at the end, so these are the important section that we need, and then at the end you can have your casual like about me, or you can have some paragraph, like 2 to 3 lines of paragraph. Just keep it very minimal. Okay, and something like this, and then a button to basically contact you. Okay, so you can either create a form where people can fill and contact you, but I would say don't do that. Just mention your details. Okay, mention your contact number if you're open with that. Like if you're okay with your contact number on your portfolio, you can mention that, and then your email. Okay, mention them your email, and then add all your social profiles here. Wait, let me just do it properly. So we'll have about me, some description about you, and then your phone number. Okay, let's say phone number, and then we'll have a dash, and then your email, and then your social media platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, GitHub, and all these things. So why do we need to do this is because people, recruiters who want to see your profile, doesn't want to fill up a form and wait for you until you respond. Okay, you might not respond at all. So what they want to do is they want to get your contact info. They want to contact you directly. Even though when you fill up a form, if you transfer that to your email, they don't want to do that. Okay, they want to directly get your contact number or at least an email so that they can contact you directly, like in a peer-to-peer way, one-to-one way. Okay, so we'll just ditch the form here, and then we'll keep the phone number and email, okay, as the contact details, and then our social media as well. Okay, we'll have the social media here as well as here on the top. Okay, because we'll have a high chance of them clicking our social media, like for example LinkedIn. We might have a high chance of them going to our LinkedIn to check out more details. Okay, so this is the layout we'll follow. This layout is very simple and but effective. Okay, if you want, after this workshop you guys can change the colors or styles or whatever you want, but just keep it minimal. Okay, again I'm talking for developer portfolio here, not the designs or something. Okay, if you are a designer, then keep your portfolio very creative way. Okay, so until now, do you guys have any doubts? Let me know in the chat. Any doubts until now? Okay, so if you have any doubt, let me know in chat. I have my chat opened here in my Discord, sorry, in my mobile. Okay, okay, cool. All right, so now let's start building this. Let's start building the hero section. So here we have the navbar. Let's go to code. It started. So we'll create a component called hero.js. Okay, so we'll say const hero return, we'll return React component over there, and we'll export default hero. Okay, so now we'll import this in our app.js page. So with the navbar, we'll also import this. So here we'll say import hero from components slash hero. Again guys, if you are coding along with me, I would say do not do it. Okay, first watch everything and code after later. Then okay, after the workshop you can code easily, but if you code right now along with me, you might miss out some things. Okay, so do not code along with me, just watch the entire video. Okay, along with me, just watch it, learn everything and then code. Okay, so because I'm getting a lot of messages in WhatsApp saying that you guys were coding along with me and you guys missed the attendance, so please don't do that. Just watch everything with me and then you can code later. Okay, so we'll have hero imported and then implemented here below the navbar so that we can get it below the navbar. Okay, hero.js does not match corresponding name. All right, so there is an issue. Okay, yeah, it should be capital, so we'll just rename the file to capital. Okay, this should work. Yeah, now let's go back. So here what we'll do is, the first thing is, in our layout we need it a two different section, right? So we need one column here and one, basically two section. We have to divide to two section, right? So we'll use grid. Okay, so here I'm gonna say dev. Okay, so I'm gonna give a class name here. I'm gonna even though I can use Tailwind's class names here, first I want to give my own version of class name, that is hero container. Why am I doing this? It's because just to keep things organized. Okay, and if you guys are following me from past, I talk about this naming convention called BAM. So I kind of follow that. Okay, so we go to Tailwind UI, we go to documentation and we'll search for container. I don't know if they have containers. Yeah, we'll search for containers. So we'll just have, oh, this is Tailwind UI. I need docs. Tailwind CSS. Okay, I think I went to their this page there. Oh, again. All right, container. Yeah. Okay, so we'll be using container here. So what exactly is a container? So let's say you open up your website in a 2K screen, right? Let's say this is a 2K screen. You open up your website in a 2K screen. Then you want to make sure that your contents are properly visible to the user. If you don't use a container, all your content will go here. If you follow this example, this one, right? Let's say we have content on the left side and right hand side, right? If you don't use a container, all your data will go to the right and then will go to the left, and then there will be huge gap in between. So user has to turn their head to read the left side content and turn their head to read the right side content. That's the reason we have to make sure that if the user is opening a website in a very big screen, we are getting all the data in the centered way. Okay, we'll get them everything in a center so that they don't have to turn their head, they can actually get everything in the centered. And this is how the whole application is built as well. Okay, if you guys want to check, you can go to some responsive test tool, open up a website. Okay, open up a blog post or anything in that tool and select 2K screen. You'll actually see everything will be centered and the amount of extra spaces that they have, they will be left blank. Okay, and this is very much required, guys. Please keep this in mind. If you're building anything, make sure to use containers. Okay, containers are available in every UI library. Okay, Chakra, Tailwind, Material UI, anything, you have to use containers. So we'll use containers, so we'll keep it Excel. Okay, so here we'll say let's see how to use it. We have to just say container and max auto, mx auto. Okay, so I think we'll have to say container hyphen Excel. Okay, let's try. So here hero container is a custom name. Okay, you can ignore it if you want. We'll say container mx auto. Now if we come back, nothing's gonna happen, but we have container implemented. Okay, or we can also do container excel though, as we discussed. We'll say container hyphen excel. Okay, now to test it, let's test it out. I'm gonna just remove. Okay, I'm gonna add one more class name. I'm gonna say padding of 4. Okay, padding of 4. Let me just cross check once. Padding p. Okay, it's p0. What? Okay, P1. Okay, we have P4, no problem. And let's add a background color. So we'll say B background color, and we'll say BG black, just to test out the container if it's working or not. If I come back, it's not working. Nice. Let's add some height. Again, you can see I'm coming back again and again to watch the docs here, and it's a very good practice to do this, and you guys should do it as well. There's no wrong in coming back to the docs and then referring the docs again and again. Please do not think that if you refer the docs again and again will make you a bad developer. You should always do it. Okay, but for some reason this is not picking up. Let's try what's happening. um, App, we're able to get all the data though. Yep, we are getting the data here. D, you can see here, right? But for some reason this container and everything is not being applied. Is this because of this hero container? Oh, I think I know why. I have to start the Tailwind, this one, Tailwind Gen Watch. I think this should be the reason, I guess. Yep. Now we got it. You can see now we got it. Let's remove this container Excel. Okay, now we can see we got it, right? It's width. Let me just remove this width and say padding 4. We can see now we are able to get everything. Let me just make this LG. Okay, we're able to get it. Okay, yeah, this is the one, guys, I was talking about. You can see now when I use container, right, you can see there is some space here, right? That's because everything will be centered now. Even if I open this website in a very big screen, I don't have to turn my head. Everything will be in the centered way. Okay, if you guys have any doubt or if you guys are not able to catch up, just let me know. Okay, and now what we'll be doing is we'll be adding our text. So here I'm going to use grid. So let me just go to here and search for grid. Okay, meanwhile it loads. So let's just refactor our code and we'll say dev class name. I think we can directly say grid here, grid, and grid template columns. So grid template column, I need 2 columns, so I'm gonna say columns 2, grid template calls 2, grid 2, because we need 2 columns, right? So we'll use 2 columns. Okay, now we can usually say dev. Okay, we'll add one more dev. Now we'll be writing the text. So we'll say flex. Okay, flex column or just column. Flex direction. Where is flex direction? What do you call flex direction? Oh, flex call. Okay, flex column. Okay, why do we need column? Because we need the text one below the other, right? We need hey, Pavan, and then the social media links. So here, okay, I got auto completed. Right. So we got this hero title here, right? I'm gonna keep this text to Excel, text white and font bold. Here I'm gonna say hey. Okay, we'll say hey, and then we'll add a simple this one, hi emoji. Okay, so here we go. We'll add hey. Okay, and then we'll add one more h1. When this will change it to 4XL, we'll say Pavan here, or hey, I'm Pavan. Okay, if I come back, you can see we got it. We got hey, I'm Pavan. You can also make this Excel if you want it pretty small. I think this should be fine. Okay, and then we'll have one more text. We'll have it h3. Okay, and we'll have this as h2. you can copy the same class name, but remove instead of font bold, we'll use font medium and font medium for this. And this will be again Excel from Bangalore, India. Okay, so we'll say, hey, I'm Pavan from Bangalore, India. Okay, now what we'll do is, so we need an image, right? We need to add an image, so we'll use div for that, and we'll create two different columns. So now if you can just visualize the code here, right? We have a container that's a parent, okay, and we have a grid that's basically creates two column, and this is the first column and this is the second column. Okay, so we need an image for this. So here I'm gonna add one more div here, because this div, right, it takes the whole width of the column. I don't need whole width, I need a part of that. So I'm gonna say one more div here, and I'm gonna define width. So here I'm gonna say I need a width of like pixel level width, but let me just give it a styles for this. I'm gonna say style, say width 200 pixel and height 200 pixel. Okay, so we'll give an inline style over there, and then we need an image tag. So here we'll say img, and then here we'll say source. We need an image, we'll just get it online, then alt profile image. We'll just search for some random image. We'll say avatar, go to image. Not these guys though. I mean, yeah, it's cool though. I'm gonna copy this link. Oh, this is some other link, man. This we cannot copy this. Right, this should be fine. Yeah, if you guys want, I'll drop the link here. If you guys want, you can just copy this if you want. Okay, and then here we go, we paste this. If we come back to the output, you can see we have the image now, right? We have all the image that we need, and everything is kind of good. So we can get this to the middle of the screen. So I think we can use justify inside this. So I'm gonna say justify, or can we self justify? Justify self, yep, justify self center. Yeah, justify self center, and we can also do this with this as well. I'll explain what is justify self center for you guys, no problem with it. Right, now we can see everything is centered properly. So justify self center is that, like, basically justify content. Okay, when you say justify content, you're basically justifying all the children's of a flex, right? A flex or a grid. So justify self is like the child itself will justify from the parent. Okay, so right now what we're trying to do is we're justifying everything to a center. Okay, now we can create a rounded image. So what we'll do is, so we'll use we can use class name for that to create a rounded image. Yeah, don't need padding though, we'll say rounded full. Wait, need to provide that here as well. I'm just refactoring everything so that you guys can actually see the whole code, and we'll say rounded full here. And of course width full, height full. There we go. Okay, and now we can see this thing is like stringed up, right? It's kind of stringed, right? So how to fix this? All you have to do is you have to say object fit cover. Okay, object cover in this Tailwind case. So when you say object cover, you can see it's properly aligned right now. Okay, they're properly aligned. That's great. We can do one more thing. We can also align center here. We'll say align center. Okay, this doesn't work. Or item center, items. Oh, okay, this doesn't work. Let me just okay, Cool. Also, we can remove this background color BG black. We don't need it anymore. And we need text color. So we'll say text black. Not here. Text black. Text black. Okay, now we can see we got it, right? We got everything on the screen, and the image is properly, it's not shrinked right now, it's properly aligned, right? So that's the magic of object cover. So it lets you, it will just, it won't shrink the image to fit the container. It will just make sure that it is properly, the container is properly placed on the image. Okay, so we got the hero ready. Until now, do you guys have any doubt? We should not use hotlink. I didn't get you what you mean by hotlink. Shailesh, I didn't get you, like, what do you mean by hotlink though? Let me know. Okay, so apart from that, do you guys have any doubts until now? Let me know. Any doubts? Any doubts, guys? With the layout or with the plan or with the implementation that we did for the hero right now? Any doubts that you guys have? No doubts? Shall I continue? Okay, great. All right, so next thing that we need is skills, right? Who don't, I mean, who don't need skills, right? Who doesn't need any skills? Let's add skills. So we'll say skills, like using image link directly from website. Oh yeah. So it's not like that. So I mean, yeah, that should be the case, that you should not use that like images like this. Okay, that's the pretty good point. We should not do like this. The reason why I did it is it's for just a video, but usually what you have to do is either you have to have your own storage, uh, preferably AWS S3. I mean, that's a like a stand like default thing people do. I mean, yeah, it's fine if you do it. You can use your own AWS storage or any other CDN, that network that you're using. Make sure you upload the image over there, download the image that you want, and then upload it, and then use that link. Okay, but don't use these things like directly. I mean, right now it's fine, but do not try to use it every single time, because they might take it down or they might do something with it and it will affect your website. Okay, and yeah, as I was saying, let's come to skills. Const skills. Okay, we'll say return, and then we'll return this. Okay. Oh, okay. Skills.tsx, and we'll import this here. We'll import after hero. We'll say skills. Oh, I didn't. Okay, I didn't import this. Import skills from component slash skills. This should yeah. You have to export as well. I didn't export it. Great. Okay. All right. Now we have skills, right? So remember how we planned the skills would look like. Oh, it still doesn't exist. SK. What is? Why is it throwing error? Module not found. Cannot resolve in. Okay. Source cannot resolve component skills. What? Oh, okay. It's TSX. Okay. I don't know whether I did that. It should be JS. Okay. Great. Right. Okay. So cool. Now what we'll do is we'll say dev. We'll say class name. Here's one thing that I'll be using. I'll be using flex. Okay, and I'll tell you why. I'm using flex column. Why am I using this? Remember the way that we have our skills tab, right? We have here you go. We have the heading, and then we have all these details, right? The logos and everything. Okay, so we have to make sure that we have proper, we have, and this is in column wise. You can see the title, the heading, my skills, and then the content of the skills, one below the other, right? That's the reason we'll be using flex column, so that will give us this amazing ability or way to handle this order, one below the other. Okay, so we'll use h1. We'll say my skills, and we'll just go back to hero, and copy the class names of h1 here. Okay, and then we'll add it. Cool. Okay, let's go check the output. Okay, my skills is here. Again, we have to containerize this one as well, so we'll say container mx auto. Okay, oh, something I did something. Yeah, we'll go back to code, and yes, it is containerized. You can see there's some space here. It is containerized, and we can do align item center. So we can say items center, and we can see we have skills down below. Okay, and don't worry about all the alignment, guys. We'll just take care of that later. Okay, so for hero, in my case, what you can do is you can say 100 vh here. So let's go back to Tailwind and search for height vh. There should be height vh here, full height, viewport height. Yes, h screen. Okay, you can do h screen here. So by that way you can occupy the whole width. You can see now we're occupying the whole width. Only when you scroll you get the skills. Okay, that's fine though, but it's up to you guys can do it. I'm going to just keep it as it is. Okay, now we have my skills. Now let's add some of our skills that we know. Okay, what are the things that we know? We know React, right? We know Node.js, we know HTML, CSS, all these things. So first we'll use a flex, and let's not use grid here, let's use flex, and then we'll wrap it, because some logo might be big, some text might be big, some text might be small. So we'll just say flex wrap. Okay, so what am I doing in wrap? So as I told you, like CSS, it is small, right? Express.js is kind of bigger than CSS, right? So CSS will take a small width than Express.js. So flex wrap, what it will do is it will just give you the first row. It will try to accommodate as many as elements as possible without breaking their width. Okay, it lets them take how, like, the elements can take whatever the width they want. Okay, flex wrap will make sure that the width is available in that row. If it's not available, it will just get them to the next row. Okay, that's what we need here. We'll understand it better when I actually implement it. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll also use one more div. Okay, and we'll just say flex column. Why? Because remember how we decided, we need the logo first and then the text at the bottom, one below the other. Okay, so we'll add a logo. Okay, so we'll say div, and again, whenever I use image, please use div. Do not directly use the image, because with div you can actually easily handle the height and width of the image. Okay, so let's just go to height, fixed heights, and let's just get a good height. I need h24 should be good, right? Or is it bigger? I think it's bigger. Let's try to check one rem. Okay, wait, some around, let's one like 120 pixel or something. Let's see, rem to pixel. Let's convert it. So I need around 50 pixels, so 3.1 rem or something. Let's just search for 3.1 rem. Okay, we have 3.5 rem, that is 14. So we can use class name width 14, height 14. Okay, and here we can do the same thing. Now we can say image source, we'll get the React link or whatever link that we need here. Okay, and then we'll say alt, we'll say React, and we'll say class name h full height full. So when you do this h full height full for the image, instead of giving w15 and h15 to image, you have to give it for div, so that the parent will make sure the child, that is the image here, doesn't overflow. Okay, so now we'll specify the image. We'll just tell the image to take whatever the height and width available from its parent. Okay, if we don't do this, right, image will try to jump. Okay, because images might come in different shape and size, so it's better to handle it in this way. Okay, and we'll use h3. Okay, this is giving h3, so we'll just use h3. Okay, so great, this is great. Now let's go and get React image. So we'll say React. Again, I'm for this sake, for this video sake, I'm just getting whatever the image I can find. Okay, So let's just copy this address. Let me just first check if it's the direct image address. It's not. Let me go inside it. Oh, this is the official React. Copy it. This is not as well. Let's go. Oh, wait, I think I copy image address. Yeah, I can copy image address. Yes, it's the image address. So here you can paste in src. So now we can see it's not overflowing, it's properly aligned. Okay, now let's just make this as a container. Okay, sorry, component, because we have to reuse this as much as possible, right? If I have to add HTML, I have to reuse this. I should not like duplicate, write another code. So here I'm gonna say logo.ts. So JS guys, logo.js. And here I'm going to just copy paste this whole flex column. Okay, this whole div const logo export default logo, and then we'll add everything here, and then we'll accept props. So we'll say props. You can remove this image link. Okay, so here we'll say props dot src, that is source, and then props dot, instead of alt we'll say name. Okay, and then we'll use the same name here as well. Okay, so now we can dynamically give as many logos as you guys want. Let's test that. So here I'm gonna say what's that, logo, right? We'll say logo. Okay, so I need the link, right? Again, we need this whole thing. Let's say src, and wait, did I paste it? Okay, so we'll say we got logo and we got the link, and then we need the name. So we'll say name React. Okay, and then we need, let's say HTML. So we'll say Google HTML. Go to image. We'll download a good HTML logo. Let's let this load. Okay, we have this one here. Let me copy the image address. Check it once. Okay, this is not an image, it's the base in 64 encoded. Let me just see if this is the image address. Yes, it is. So we'll just duplicate this, paste the image address here, and let's say HTML. Okay, similarly you can do it as many times you guys want. You can search for CSS, Node.js, or anything you guys want. Basically just add and duplicate it. Okay, or you can also do one more way. You can basically like create an array of elements and map it. That's also fine. Okay, I'm going to show you the latter way, that is mapping it with an array. Okay, first let's check out whether this works or not. So if I come back, you can see it's properly working out. Okay, but you have to make sure that you provide some gap to what is gap for? That's good. We'll say justify between. No, we'll say justify center. This should be good though. Let's say justify around. I don't know. I mean, I'm not like good satisfied with the space here. Although if I think if we can add some more details, like some more logos, it should look good, right? Let's just add some more logos in a second way. That is, we'll create an array. So we'll say const logos. We'll create an array of objects. So we'll say ID. You don't need ID for this, or you can just keep it the we can say HTML name and source. Okay, so we need HTML logo. So we'll get the alright, and I'm gonna duplicate this because I don't want to just keep on copy pasting everything. We just have less time today. We'll just waste some time over there. So I'm gonna just duplicate the same object, but you can actually update the logos. Okay, now let me just show you how to map this. I'm gonna retain one example. Okay, I'm gonna keep this one example so that I can copy paste that. So make sure to open up these curly braces, and then we say logos dot map. Okay, logo. Okay, basically an arrow function, and then make sure to return it. The reason why I'm writing return is because I'm using this curly braces. If you don't use curly braces, don't have to write return, then directly write the component. But I would suggest always do it this way. Okay, always open a curly braces and write return, because the code will look good. Okay, and then we can copy paste this logo here. Okay, and instead of src here, you can just say logo.src, and instead for name, you can say logo.name. Okay, now we can see you can remove this hard-coded value here, and now you can directly edit the array and you can see the code skill coming up here. Okay, it's very simple. All right, and now we can see the skill heading is attached to, like, it's kind of attached, there's no gap in between, right? So for that, what we can do is we can say gap 4. Okay, gap 4, that should be fine. Or else you can also do one more thing, you can do margin top 4 or 8 or something. Okay, this should be fine as well. And here I'm not satisfied with the gap, so we'll go with 8 or 14. Yeah, this is fine. 14 is fine, gap 14. Okay, now I'm only using HTML logos here, but you can obviously replace logos and replace the name, that should be fine. And one more important thing to note is we don't have a key here, right? So we'll use a second parameter here, that is index. Index basically gives you the number, okay, index of the array elements. So we'll use key as index. Key is really necessary, guys. If you don't know why we're using key, please check out the key video that I made. Okay, there is a video called why key is important in React in Duolearn channel. Please do check it out. Okay, it's very important to know why you have to use keys. Okay, apart from that, do you guys have any doubts until now? Any doubts, guys? Any doubts until now? Any doubts? Okay, great. If you have any doubts, let me know. I have a chat open in my mobile phone here, and okay, 3750. Great. We have like around few more section to build. One is table and one is the at last the contact form. Also, we forgot to add the social buttons, right? So let's add it right now. So we need to add social buttons in hero. So here below the name here. Okay, let's add social buttons. So I'm gonna add a div. Oops, div. Okay, and then we'll add class names flex. Okay, no need to add flex wrap here, just flex. Okay, and then we'll say items center. Okay, item center, and then also add a gap. We'll say gap of 4. Okay, now we'll add buttons. So we'll say button. Okay, we need an icon, right? We need icon. So we can use React icons. So if you go to Google and search for React icons, you will get it. This one, the first link. Okay, React icons. So install it. You can use npm to install, or else if you're using yarn, you can just copy that and open up your terminal, do yarn add React icons. If you're using npm, just do npm install React icons. Okay, now search for LinkedIn. Yeah, we can go with this BS LinkedIn. Okay, so now the tricky thing here is that you have to import it in a specific way. Okay, how? You have to say import and then open up braces, add the text over there, and you have to say from, okay, React icons slash, and make sure that what is the first 2 letters here. The first 2 letters BS, right? So you have to say BS in small case. Okay, you have to import from a specific package. That's how you have to import it from React icons, and then we'll just add it here. Okay, so go back to the output. Now we have to get it. You can see we got it. Okay, we got the icon. Similarly, let's add some more icons. I'm gonna add 2 icons. You can basically, you got the gist, right? You got the how to do it, right? So basically you can just do it again and again, like how many buttons you need, you can render it. I'm gonna use Twitter, then I'm gonna duplicate this and add Twitter. So now if I come back, you can say I got Twitter as well. Okay, so now let me add some. Do we need to add background color? I don't think so. I mean, it's pretty good right now. It's pretty clickable, right? I'm gonna add some font size. I'm gonna say text Excel. Oh, string text Excel. It's kind of good. It's kind of big enough, or maybe 2 Excel. It's kind of big enough now. So we'll use the same font size here as well. Text to Excel. Okay, no messages from you guys. Cool. Okay, and we'll use some margin top. So we'll say margin top 4, just to keep some gap. Okay, so now we can see we got the social icons as well. But now if I click on this, I have to move the page, right? So what I'm going to do is I am going to wrap this button inside an A tag, anchor tag basically. It's like a link button. Okay, all right, now I'm going to give an href. I'm going to say href, and I'm going to just copy paste my LinkedIn account. All right, the one thing about I hate about this my setup is that it's not good with JavaScript, and if I use VS Code is pretty bad in my system. So comparing both, WebStorm works fine. GitHub Copilot gets over enthusiastic when I use this WebStorm, JavaScript in WebStorm, to be honest. Like it start recommending stuff that I don't need, sometimes. And let's copy my Twitter account, Twitter, and paste it here. And we also want to do one thing. Right now if you click on this, you'll be redirected in the same tab. Okay, if you want to open up a new tab, what you can do is, all you have to do is, again, Copilot. We're winning the surprise here. Target blank. Okay, just have to do this. And also one more thing, that is referrer policy. Okay, referrer policy, you have to do no referrer. Okay, it's very important thing. This is security fix. Okay, make sure that whenever you have target blank, you have referrer policy. Okay, so now we'll copy paste the same thing here as well. And with that, we are done with this whole thing. Okay, the social media thing. Click on this, you can see it's opening up my LinkedIn profile. Yep, it is opening up. And if I click on Twitter, it should open up my Twitter. It is opening. All right, that's great. All right, guys, so with that said, it's already 7:55. Let's end the session here. Okay, if you guys have any doubts, you can let me know right now. Any doubts that you guys have? And also wanted to let you know that we are starting our new batch of Duolearn in coming this is December, around 26th of December. So just letting you know that we have pretty good syllabus enrolled for you guys. Like you'll be building a lot of projects. The project is listed here up to 10 projects. Okay, like you'll be learning about everything, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, DOM manipulation, Node and Express, backend development, caching, and in front end you'll be building with SAS. You'll be using Tailwind, you'll be using Chakra UI. You'll also be including these payment gateways and all these stuff. Okay, and we'll be building Airbnb clone for the front end. Okay, only for the front end. There will be a separate big project, a major project for front end and back end as the main capstone. Okay, that will be a full stack project. When you learn front end, we'll be building Airbnb clone. We'll be integrating Razorpay, payment gateway, and all this stuff. Okay, so you will be learning a lot of things, including Git. So this we have a syllabus, so you can please do check it out. Okay, the syllabus, modules, chapters, and lesson, everything is included. Okay, so the batch will begin on 26th of December, and to be honest, it's not like we are starting in first batch, second batch. It's flexible. Okay, and it's like you'll be getting our own you'll be getting your own gamified project platform, the Duolearn and tech platform, where you can get all the list of things that we'll be doing. Okay, if you are in the first phase, let's say you're on the fundamentals of web development, you'll get all the list of things, all the chapters and lessons over there. You can do all the course from the platform itself. Okay, again the price is around 5k for individual registration, and it's not like you have to pay full 5k. You'll get a discount as well. I'll let you know what is the discount code tomorrow. Okay, and if you join with your friend, right, you will have to pay only 3,250 per person. Okay, so this is the one thing that we recommend, because Duolearn is about doing everything collaborative way. Okay, so you have to learn, you will learn everything collaboratively. You'll build the projects, everything. Okay, think about it like a whole company thing. Okay, you'll have your own Jira board. You'll be like, hey, you do this, I'll do this, something like that. Okay, well, learning as well, you learn together, and then you'll work together, you'll finish together. Okay, you learn about collaboration, you learn about communication, you learn how to deal with other people code, all these things. Okay, so that's the reason we made it really less when you join with your friend. Okay, you get your friend. Okay, along with it, you'll and you fill up your details of you and your friend, and then you'll pay together. But and then you will be teamed up with your friend, and then you'll completely complete the course together with your friend as well. Okay, in a collaborative way. It's very effective way to learn. Okay, instead of doing it alone, you'll be doing with your best friend. You'll be like building together, learning together, and all these things. So do check it out once. Do check out the syllabus and let me know if you're interested, and ping me if you're interested. Okay, you guys have my number in the group, right? You can ping me over there or in the Discord as well. It's fine, and I'll make sure that you guys get pretty good discount, whether if you're choosing individual registrations and of course it's pretty low if you're going for a duo registration. Okay, we call this as duo registration. Duo stands for two people, so duo registrations. All right, so with that said, we'll be ending the session here. And attendance link, let me just check the status on the attendance. Like, give me a sec. Can we use on click to redirect? You can do that, but you have to create a separate function as well for that. Okay, so on click is fine, but you have to create a separate function. Okay, and let me just give you the attendance, guys. Give me a second. Give me a sec, guys. Where is the attendance? Where is the attendance link? Meanwhile, any other question? Difference between on-click and A tag. So A tag is especially for this one, right? What do you say? A tag is actually meant for redirection. Okay, anchor tag. Anchor tag links websites. Link one website to another website, or internal reader navigation. That's what A tag is. Anchor tag is. And on click is just an event. Okay, it's an event that you handle in a button. So really sorry for the background noise, guys. It's just too noisy here. Okay, on click is like an event. Okay, it's like a function to specify when you click. Okay, and again, guys, I'm getting the attendance ready. Just give me a sec. Okay, as I told you, it's like an event. When you click, you run something. Okay, we can say you wanna register a user, or you wanna show an alert, you wanna show a pop-up. You do that when you on click. Okay, so that's what it is. But a tag, anchor tag, is actually responsible for navigation. That's why we use anchor tag. Okay. Getting the form ready. Just give me a sec, guys. Give me a second. It doesn't work. Clearly, it doesn't work in mobile properly. All right, attendance form is in its way. Just give me 2 minutes, guys. I know, guys. I know attendance form. Just give me 2 minutes, and yeah, show the result. Here you go. There you go. Let me check. It's not properly open up in mobile, guys. Attendance form. I'm just trying to get the link of that. It's not properly opening up, and just give me a sec. Apart from that, you guys have any doubts you guys want to ask or anything else? Hope you guys had a look at the output. I'm just switching back to see the chat. Anything else, guys? Any doubts that you guys have? Anything that you guys want to know? Anything that you guys want to ask? You have to submit the project via GitHub. So you can either push it to GitHub or else you can upload it. If you don't know how to use GitHub, it's fine. You can upload it to some Google Drive or something and just let me know. Okay, just we'll just send you a form to submission. You can drop it over there. Okay. Apart from that, any doubts you guys have, let me know. Okay. Again, attendance will be up in like few, just 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. I did ask them to send a reshare a link, and yeah, we got it. Let me check if it's in my mail. It's not. All right, here we go. Here is the attendance for you guys. Come on. Okay, got it. One sec, guys. Got the attendance. Just give me a sec. All right. DevOps. Oh my god. What thing did I send? Okay, yeah, finally got it. Here it is. Here's the link, guys, and here is the attendance that you guys are asking about. There's the attendance link. I'm pinning it to the chat. Thank you so much for waiting for the attendance link. And here is the QR code if you guys want. I'm gonna just address the chat from my mobile phone. Right? Permissions. Oh, day 4 link. Okay. Let me just create myself, guys. Just give me a sec. Oh, great. Session has expired. Guys, just don't fill that attendance. Just wait for a few seconds. I'm gonna just get you a new one. Seems like you guys are saying it's a day 4, right? Just wait for a few seconds. I'm just creating a new one. Oh, it's day 5. It's not day 4. Someone in chat said it's day 4. Okay, it's day 4. Okay, okay, wait. I'm letting the team know. Just 1 second, guys. Yeah, and I know it's not accepting. It's not accepting. 1 second. It just marked it as not accepting to edit the text and everything. They will just modify. Just 1 second. Okay. I know. 1 second. It will accept. 1 second. They're updating it. Uh, all right, it should be done. Just check once, guys. Use the same link. It should be done. Can you try now? It should be done. Can you retry? Can you refresh and retry once? Refresh the page, guys. It should be done. Okay, great. It's working now. Amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Right, hope you guys can fill the attendance as soon as possible. I'll just leave this whole thing on the screen like for a few minutes. The link is pinned to the chat and the QR is on the screen. So I'm gonna just leave it as it is for a few seconds. Yeah, if you guys have any issues, you can obviously ping us in Discord. Okay, we all will be available. Duolearn team, whole team is on the Discord. They'll obviously take care of that. Okay, any one of us will take care of that. Okay, done. Great, great, great. Please, please, please fill the form, guys. Please fill the form. I know, like some people, you guys, some of you will text me later saying that, like, we were not able to fill it, either for network issues or some other reasons. And I would really hate to say no, but please don't like put me on the spot of saying no, like you cannot fill it right now. So please fill it right now. Okay. Okay. It says now update as day 5, but not opening. Unable to open. It's closed again. No, it's still there. Same link. See, I'm going to the same link. It's still there. Let me drop the chat link again in the chat. 1 second. Try now. Try now. Okay. Okay. It's working. Great. Okay. Hope it's working now. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I'll be signing off, but the attendance link will be up for a couple more hours, so a couple more minutes. So hope you guys can fill it up. And tomorrow we'll be completing the whole project, and then we'll be deploying it. Okay, we'll be deploying to Vercel, and you can share the link. You can deploy and share the link with your friends. Okay, so cool, guys. Thank you so much for attending. Thank you so much for your time here, and let's meet tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care.